Well, Sunderland just want to play the Hawthorns every single week, don't they? It's amazing. Welcome back to the Sunderland View. We've got Jack, and we are previewing the Millwall game as Millwall travel to the Sunderland of Light for what is a nothing game now, as Millwall are safe themselves. Good evening, Jack. How are you? Welcome back.
I'm much better than I've been for previous weeks, mate. Yeah, feeling a lot better. Good.
Well, you called it last week. You enjoyed, you said Sunderland enjoyed the trip to previous years to the Hawthorns. Did you like that one as well?
Yeah, I mean, it's still hard to enjoy as much as last year because last year, of course, propelled us straight in the playoffs. But yeah, I mean, it was a good win. Obviously, it was nice to get one over when they were booing Dan Ballard all game. They weren't fans of him at all. But yeah, it was a very, very good 3 points. Quite happy.
And welcome, George, to the Sunderland View. You'll be travelling a long way to the Stadium of Light this weekend, but you were doing that with a bit of a smile on your face, weren't you? Because Millwall can go there and enjoy their football for once.
Yeah, it was a lovely day on Saturday. The weather was lovely, 3 points to match it as well. Good performance from the boys. And listen, we're not mathematically safe, but 6 points clear with 3 games to go. You like to think we're all but there.
Yeah. And these two have got something in common because they've both got big summers for you both, Sunderland and Millwall, in the hunt for new managers. We've already talked last week a lot about the search for the new manager. And if you didn't catch that video, please look on the link that's on the screen now. Jack, the comments on the video last week were very much in your favour and saying Danny Rose seems to be the man. Have you seen anything more in the media this week to suggest there might be other names in the frame that we didn't speak about last week?
No, I obviously read through the comments and that, and I did see a lot of people seem to think Daniel could be the man. Other people, it was just Andrew saying that Sheffield Wednesday just as big a club, which is interesting take. But we'll move past that. I think there's nothing being nothing's moving too quickly at the minute. All that we're hearing at the minute is that Mike Dodd should be appointed when we play West Brom and Leeds, and that's it. Just for them 4 games a season. But I mean, again, we're not going to hear anything concrete, I think, till the season's over of any rumours, particularly, especially with obviously Roll still got a massive job on his hands for the remainder of the season. But hopefully the link's strengthened towards the end of the season, as he's definitely a man I'd like to see on the touchline.
Is it time to play the kids now then against Millwall? You'd like to see a bit more experimentation, perhaps with formations and personnel?
Possibly, yeah. I mean, we've got. You say play the kids. That's all we've got, really.
You've been doing it all year, haven't you? Sorry,
yeah, that's all we've done. But yeah, you've got the young lads like the likes of Tommy Watson, who's been banging them in the under-21s. You could say he deserves a chance, but the only issue he's got is he's a left winger, and our best player is a left winger, so the chance of dropping him is slim. I mean, yeah, you could experiment, see what we've got. It doesn't really matter. It's not like Mike Dodd's experiment for next season, really. What happens from here on in is quite irrelevant. So, I mean, you could have a bit of a play around with it, see what we could do, but it won't make too much of a difference either way, I don't think.
Okay. Let's have a look then at your players out of contract, and let's get your view on what should happen. What should happen with them? All right, let's have a look then at your players out of contract. Out of all the teams, Sunderland don't seem to have that much turbulence going on this summer. There's only 3 which are coming up, and I'm sure that you'll talk to us about any offers are. Bradley Datt, Corey Evans, and Ellis Taylor. Talk us through those, Jack.
I mean, starting off with Taylor, you can see he is only a young lad, but for our team, 21, that's relatively old now, and he doesn't get a look in. I mean, I feel bad for me. From my town, Ellis is a Hartlepool lad, but he's just not going to get a look in. He hasn't really. He's played the odd cup game, and he hasn't particularly impressed. I think it's time for us to move him on. It'll be a bit of a shame because he's been with us since he was a really young lad, but yeah, he'll probably see no game time. I think Bradley Dack has just been a bit of a poor signing overall. He hasn't impacted at all. Scored 1 goal against Southampton to make it 4-0. But yeah, he looks quite unfit throughout the season, been very injured. Poor signing, so probably we would see the back of him. And Corey Evans, another one. When he was playing for us, particularly in League One in the start of last season, very good. Did the dirty work, very good midfielder. Not the most easy on the eye, but he does his job, but he's been injured for over a year now, and there's still no sign of him in the next few weeks. We might not even see him before the end of the season. So it could be another one that they're looking to offload. I mean, he'll be 34 by the time next season rolls around. So I think we'll see the butt of him.
Okay. And Styles and Burstow on loan, would you break the bank for either of them?
Yeah, so Burstow, absolutely not. I think it's no fault of his own, but he's been loaned to a team or a level, should I say, that is too high for him. He's not good enough. He's not ready for this level. Styles, again, looked really poor, but then he's been moved into this wing-back role in the Leeds and West Brom games. He's actually had really good games. So maybe if we see a few more at the end of the season, but again, I wouldn't be breaking the bank for him. He's nothing too special.
Okay. All right, then let's get some score predictions. George, just tell the Sunderland fans what sort of Millwall side is going to be rocking up, because it's going to be a very different one that they played back in the den back in December.
Yeah, well, 2 managers later, and it's a completely different change, ain't it? But Millwall are very direct, very long ball, quite physical. Don't like to get the ball on the floor. We like to play a lot of our football in the opposition half, and try to score from the odd set piece here and there.
Okay. Just the way that Sunderland like to concede lots of goals, isn't it? this season, that's a long balls over the top. All right, let's get some score predictions then. I mean, crikey, this could be anything. This could be 0-1, 1-0, 2-2, 4-4. I don't think it'd be 0-0 though. Jack, go on.
It's hard to say, isn't it? Because I mean, we've got 5 clean sheets in our last 6, but the other one we conceded 5. So that's how unpredictable we are. Defensively, we've really, really shaped up in recent weeks. But obviously, Millwall, as much as you can look at it and say they're safe, they definitely want to secure that safety. I mean, in their heads, they'll have it. They still need 3 more points, so they'll definitely come with something to play for. And if they're big and physical, they're the type of team we struggle against. So I don't think we'll lose. I think we've got something to build on now after the last 2 performances. So I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw.
George?
I think along the same sort of lines. I think it will be a 1-1 draw. I think both teams don't have anything to play for. Obviously, mathematically, we're not safe yet, but you'd like to say that both teams are on the beach and both teams would like to experiment a little bit. Millwall's record away at Sunderland isn't very good. We haven't won there since 2003. And since Harris has come back in, we've only won once away since he's been back in the job. So it will be tough. I know Euston Sunderland got some very good technical players, 2 of them former Millwall, of course, who I know quite well. So, but I can see it sort of being a draw, a 1-1 draw.
Okay. All right, cheers, fellas. Enjoy the game, both of you. And Jack, we'll catch you back here next week as we preview the last away game and the last home game of the season, which that's felt a long time coming, I think, for Sunderland fans.
Yeah. About time we have this one over and done. I think roll on next year.
All right. Cheers, Jack. Thanks, George. Enjoy the game.